Welcome to our final stream of the night, Fairview IT Cup on the Oval here at Lanes Raceway. I just had a comment earlier that we wasn't live on just making sure we're good on our. All right, we are now live on our chat, and it looks like everybody's out there ready to go racing. All right, racers, are we ready? Watch your lights. All right, guys, you know the deal. 4 red lights drop out to a green. This is the last Fairview IT Cup race here at Lanes Raceway. Right out of the gate, we get a little bit of a stutter there off of a car as we see 2 cars going, one go to the high side, one go to the inside there. One of them, Nathaniel Burden, the other one, Glenn Burden. Very impressive to see these guys run as hard as they do here. It's quite something to see as we see a car go to the outside there. I believe that to be Carson Ross, just barely coming out there. Also, Garrett Burden. Carson Ross with him a fresh new body. He got that body here on sale at Lanes Raceway last week. That is a... or actually, that was Randy Kirtley. That's Randy Kirtley in his blue body. That's his new blue body there. Carson's also got a blue body, too, that he got here. It's a Taurus, and he's doing pretty well as he gets sent to the outside wall there. Glenn Burden sent him hard there, folks. So we see Garrett Burden there on red lane, and we get see him get reseated. Also with Carson there on blue lane. See Nathaniel Burden, I believe, and Garrett Burden again. And it looks like Jay Latham there in the crook of the track. So I believe the chat is up and working currently. Let's make a double check here. Well, looks like everything's good. My wife T and Tom Payton, wing car aficionado, out there helping track marshal. We get a yellow flag caution here. Looks like Carson this time coming off. Carson doing exceptionally better since he got him a fresh set of tires Jay Latham hooked him up with. As we see Glenn Burden coming off a little hot there, taking out what looks to be Garrett Burden. And another car, maybe Randy Kirtley there. Current standings right now for Fairview. Doesn't look like they're working. All right, good. I'll have to take a look at that in a minute. As we see Jay Latham go to the outside, looks like Garrett Burton getting caught up in a little bit of an incident there with his Apollo car. Ooh, and a hard hit coming right back into the inside there. Looks like to be Nathaniel Burton yet again. Before the race started, Nathaniel Burton had the fastest lap I'd seen so far in this series. Of course, this series is wide open. There is no minimum lap time. We got it set at 0.08, and that's just to keep people from double lapping. Looks like we see Glenn Burton there coming off there, shooting to the outside wall. Glenn Burton currently in second place, 47 total laps. Randy Kirtley there in third with 46, 45 Jay Latham, 45 Carson Ross, 42 Nathaniel Burton, and 39 Garrett Burton. So the usual suspects for this heat, Carson, Nathaniel, and Garrett coming off there. So it looks like Glenn Burton coming to the high side there, off of yellow. 15 seconds left to go. Take a look here at the standings real quick. Fairview IT Cup, Jay Latham in first, Glenn in second, Jackson in third, and Guillermo Sire in fourth. 7 seconds left to go in the heat. Guillermo Sire out in the lead by about 10 laps there down on Purple Lane, running pretty impressively. 1.440 best lap time, 1.49 on average. So he's right there by his best lap time every single lap. And ends up 9 laps difference separate him after the first heat to Glenn Burton in second place. Glenn Burton was 73 there off of yellow lane. Randy Kirtley in third was 71 off of green. 69 of Carson and Jay Latham 68. Nathaniel Burton 65 off of orange and 58 of Garrett off of red. I'll leave you here with the pinball game. We'll see Cassie running around there with a chair. And let you watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you. All right, folks. Sorry about the inconvenience. It looks like Glenn Burden and Nathaniel had to make a call or something, and they had to get out of here for some reason. We don't know exactly what's going on. They left in a hurry, but prayers be with them for sure, because they left in a hurry. Nonetheless, Guillermo Sire out in the lead, 118. Randy Kirtley, 106. Jay Latham, 101. Carson, 101. Garrett, 87. And then, of course, Glenn and Nathaniel there, not in as they have backed out of the race. Well, what a nice little gentle hit there in Dead Man's Corner, and then gets stuck there in red lane. That was Carson's car, but at least it wasn't a hard hit there off of purple lane. Oh, and another hit there as we see yet again Carson's car do the exact same thing. A little gentle rub to the wall and then right back into the red lane as we see Garrett's car also get put back to the front start finish line. Oh, and Carson's car getting upset there again. Could be a possible roll up of the braid there down on purple, but then again, it could just be a little over accelerating, maybe a little bent chassis from taking those hits. But nonetheless, his body's still in decent condition there as Carson comes off again off of purple lane. Somewhat struggling down low, it seems to be, but a 1.562, somewhat competitive there down low for sure. Just got to keep her under control there as the back end steps out, and we see Garrett's car do a cartwheel off the backside of Dead Man's Corner. Last I checked, this wasn't gymnastics class, but he thinks it's kind of funny anyway. I mean, that thing did do a cartwheel. It's pretty incredible. 28 seconds left to go in the heat, and this is our round robin 2 of 8. So far for the debacle that is known as Fairview IT Cup Series, not all that many wrecks, so we're pretty thankful for that for sure. We got Jay Latham's car, I believe, to the outside wall. 2 seconds left to go. Guillermo Sire in the lead, 163, kind of running off and leaving things now that Glenn and Nathaniel had to leave. Glenn was battling up there pretty close, him and Jay and Randy. Right now, Randy the closest bout to Guillermo at 140 something. And that's a red flag rotation. Get a little bit closer look here at the track mate and see. Guillermo Sire, 165, 82.5 on average. Randy Kirtley, 74 total on average, 148, and 138 for Jay Latham. As for the standings that go, it kind of hurts Glenn and Nathaniel for sure, as these standings here are your first and second for the Fairview IT Cup Series. Jackson, of course, not here today. Guillermo Sire there in fourth. So we'll just have to wait and see, folks. See how things turn out. We may see Glenn maybe come back. I don't know. Him and Nathaniel left in a pretty big hurry. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens. Carson there getting his car worked on. I'll leave you at this, and I'll be right back with you. All right, 20 seconds left to go, folks. I'm going to be here with a customer, so I'll be right back with you. Just leave you on this and enjoy the race. Sorry, folks. I've been with a customer. It's been a bit. So, Jackson. Hey, Donnie, can you see me now? Oop. Sorry about that. I had the stream rolling on my phone, so I hope you didn't get no feedback there. Hey, Jackson, how's it going, man? How was band? I know I'm a little late here. We got one more heat left to go in this round robin heat, and it's as you can see, we keep losing people. So I know that Garrett come in here once while I was talking to Tom, and he said that his brushes are about gone. Jay Latham's brushes, of course, are about gone too. So it's been a pretty brutal little race for sure. Just making sure everything's still working. Looks like we've dropped 240 frames since we started. I hope the race has been good, folks. Like I said, I've been pretty busy, so I have not been able to spend a lot of time here. It looks like I lost Jackson there. Heading back over here to the main two screens here, though, you can see there's 13 seconds left to race. Guillermo Sire's out in the lead as we see a car fly off of the backstretch there. It looks like to be Jay Latham's car. This is the final race for the Fairview IT Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. So we'll get those points entered in after the race. Now, they may not go live until later on this week when we get everything else compiled, but nonetheless, we will get the pictures and stuff taken, and we'll do that whenever we come in here to restock and everything for the next week. But it's going to be big for Randy and Jay this week for sure. Guillermo, I would say it'd be big for him, but the issue we have with Guillermo is I don't know if he's going to have enough. I think this will be one race shy of his 8. So, you know, that's kind of detrimental because Guillermo, every time he's come to race, has been a force to be reckoned with. Like, I called it a couple of weeks ago when we made our player cards. I thought, man, you know, this is a guy you definitely got to watch out for. He's going to be coming up there in front of the race. But maybe next series we'll see Guillermo on top. But, you know, who can tell when you're going to get sick? And, you know, when he got sick, it really kind of put him out of contention. So we get a red flag rotation there. We'll head over to the track mate real quick. And you can see Guillermo there, 529. Randy Kirtley close behind him, 516. And Jay really close to Randy there with 512. But down low is where they're suffering a lot in comparison to Guillermo. Guillermo running 82 and 83 laps respectively there on purple and black to 77-78 of Randy and Jay. Gonna leave you guys with the Cam 2, and I'll be right back with you when they go green racing. final heat, and I kept Guillermo on that one, folks. Sorry about that. I was talking to him, telling him how much we appreciate him and everybody else here that race with us here at Lanes Raceway. As you can see, these names are not names that are scarce here at Lanes Raceway. Glenn Burden, I mean, that's one of them that rings out. Of course, him and Nathaniel both, they've been around since the very beginning. Garrett Burden, we kind of picked him up here at the track, but man, he's come in there pretty good too. He's helped sponsor one of our series this time. Carson, of course, I'm related to him and know his mama pretty well, but we're glad to have Carson too racing out here with us. Jay Latham, been a friend ever since, heck, I can remember. Him and my brother racing together when we were little. I was racing with Daniel Taylor and stuff, but I'm glad to have him here, and I do appreciate him, you know, supporting the raceway. My dad, of course, you know, without him, I wouldn't know anything about a Group 20 motor, let alone anything else, how to put them together. So my dad, you know, not to mention just because he helps me, but, you know, he comes here, he pays his way like the rest of them, and keeps this thing going. Guillermo Sire, same way, man. He's been down in the basement with us, keeping it rolling. I'm sitting over here talking to Tom, about to cheer up over here, just about how much these guys mean to me. And the crazy thing is, I'm probably saying this to maybe one or two people, but you know what? I don't do this live stream for them. I do this live stream, well, not just for them. Let's just put it that way. I mainly do it for my racers, because my racers like to go back and they like to check their times. And then sometimes I might say something funny about them, and they probably like hearing that too. So I do it for you guys, but I mean, you look in my chat, my only guy that's chatting right now, he's one of my racers, Jackson, and we respect him too. He comes in here, he's got a passion for it. In my book, he's a little Tom. He acts a lot like how Tom did right out of the gate, really hardcore, wanting to know as much as he can, taking it up like a sponge. I'm not forgetting about Weston either. And, you know, what's up, Jackson? But I'll tell you, you know, you guys mean a lot to me. I know you mean a lot to our family too, because, you know, without you guys, you know, we don't make money here. If we don't make money here at Lanes Raceway, we don't pay the bills. If we don't pay the bills, then there is no Lanes Raceway. And I know all of us love slot car racing. And you guys are a big input when it comes to like what we're going to do next. You know, I've talked to these guys tonight. Like, I'm not the one making these big, huge decisions. It's my racers that make these big, huge decisions where we're going to next. Like, we wanted to do brushless, but I don't have the funds currently to buy that many cars to go brushless. So we're going to wait until springtime to do that. In the meantime, you know, we're going to step it up to more of a builders type class in a couple of our classes, and we're going to stick with what we already got, and we're going to roll through it. And I think it's going to be fun. We've been having a blast with the Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series. It's been really close, really competitive, and we've been having a blast in the GRC. So now we're going to add hard bodies to that. We're going to run on both orange and the oval. I mean, it's going to be fun. So that's the name of the game, having fun. And, you know, these guys, you know, they may not need it. They don't need a bottle of glue. You know, I'm talking about Will, for instance, Will Clausen and his dad, Harold. You know, they come in here. They're drag racing guys, but they support us here. And, you know, they want to run some drag races here. You know, I'm down for it. I'm always wanting to make things work, just like my brother. And these guys know what they're talking about. They come in here, they buy parts, and they support us, and they already got the part. You know, I was talking to Harold. He's like, I got like 4 of these things. But he goes to the places, like his home track there in Central City. He buys their stuff. He comes here. He buys stuff from me because he wants to see more and more of this stuff stay around. And that's the same way we are. You know, I'm about tapped out on my credit card trying to keep the place afloat. But, you know, I can be honest if I want to. And I am being honest when I say that I'm very passionate about it. And I just think that it's a thing that's just going to take some time, you know. And in the meantime, I'm going to hang in there. Guillermo Sire is going to bring home this with 600 laps exactly. Jay Latham there in second place, 583. 582 right behind him, Randy Kirtley. Neck and neck battle between Jay and Randy there. Carson with 541, very impressive. Carson doing quite well with those set of fish tires on his car. So good to see him actually away from the bottom side of things. Garrett there with 501 with a weak motor, folks. That thing had no brush life left, him or Jay for that matter. So surprised to see both of those through on those motors. Nonetheless, back here, that is coming up next Sunday. About these racers, I got nothing but good things to say about them. These guys, they support the community. They support this little small mom and pop operation, me and my wife. They're good to us, and we love them, and they're family. And I'll tell you what, we need more people like it. I'm always trying to get new people to come in and join in the camaraderie of all these guys. These guys are great, and I love them. And I mean, I don't know what else really to say other than we just really do appreciate them. Wife's going to get the pictures for this race here, and you know, we're going to get that stuff updated for you later on this week. And when we go to restock this place and do our normal routine mopping and sweeping and cleaning everything with hand sanitizer and all that mess for the start of next week. So definitely join in with us come next week, next Sunday, 12/17/23. Mark your calendars, like, subscribe, all that stuff. It goes to help my racers here, and that's what we care about the most here. But thank you. God bless you, and y'all have a good night. And if you're celebrating Christmas between now and then, Merry Christmas to you, and remember what the season's about. It's really about Christ, whether they tell you it is or not. And remember, he died for you. So God bless you, and I will see you